Who is this? My security cam feed is active and it's picking up an intruder. What does Batman have to say about that?
Only Catwoman is clever enough for this heist.
Oh yeah, I agree. So she's not the mascot for this video, which I'm calling Dio-Log. Kind of a takeoff on vlog and also daily log and dialogue and all that. So yeah, I got the lava lamp working, and let's us go into the staging area. Now, this is going to be a two-parter. Hopefully it will end not abruptly, but that might happen. So whatever I don't cover in part one, I will cover in part two. So we're in the laundry room area here. Give you a little rundown. So like I said, it's a Dio-Log. Part one is going to cover fodder sources, sorting, take-aparts, nostalgia, and so on and so forth. So let's start with our mascot, as we're wont to do, and he's from the 60s. This guy used to be on my dashboard, my 55 Chevy Bel Air convertible, and several other vehicles. Got him at a Renaissance fair. He's been through a lot. A little blue bug guy. So anyway, let's go nostalgia. Let's go to this motor from 1967 to 71. Yeah, way back then. I was 12 years old in 67. I took apart a motor and I said, I need a drill. So I put the tip of a dart on it. So it used to have a sharp tip here, and used it to drill holes in my plastic car model hoods to use fishing line as hood pins. MacGyvering back then. Then when the tip broke off, I put a pad on it from a shoe polisher, and I used it as a shoe polisher because, of course, being electric, the stupid battery-powered one would stop working after one shoe. But this thing you could literally burn the leather off if you want it. What else? Oh, from SoCal in the 80s, took apart some electronic part. It's solar powered. So all of a sudden it goes low, which means low battery, of course. Also means low, something's happening. Also took apart the broken dryer and the three vanes inside the drum of the dryer. They have three separations. Lint gets in there, and after tumbling, forms these little balls. Some extreme dio fodder. Yeah, they're 9. 3 times 3 is 9. What does that indicate? Not only that socks get sucked into an interplanetary void, maybe a black hole formed there, but also that there are 9 planets. Yes, Pluto is a planet. I would argue it's a planet like Earth, and even more so, it's a double planet like the Earth and the Moon. Pluto and Charon, or Charon. It's pronounced Charon from the Greek Charun, probably a Chi. Anyway, well, that's another discussion. That's way off field. I digress. So let's go to the strange fodder sources. I got egg cartons, ice cube trays. So here's 2 different kinds of egg cartons. This one I cut off the parts there and inserted them on the other side. Look at cool sci-fi. Just a regular egg carton. Ice cube trays, all sci-fi application. And you can also use it to sort with, dual purpose. Let's go to some dangerous things. TV screens and a metal can. So over here we have some dangerous experimental R&D. Don't do this at home, especially if you have a spouse who has common sense and cares about your health. So here's one major thing, totally awesome. It's a shard from a giant Sony picture tube I took apart, and look how cool that is. It looks like a plant. It looks like a fossil in resin. The stress fracture. And I actually use this over here to weigh down this bark when it was drying. I also had a screen on top. The lavender I use for my infusions. I do lavender lemonade, things like that. Anyway, I'll be all over the place on this video. So the other extreme thing is I found this old Glad spray, country garden spray, deodorizing or whatever we call it, for your bathroom, and it was clogged. Got to work a couple times, but I decided to take it apart. See the rust? It shows it's old. And take it apart and take the crimped part off the top. Highly dangerous. You need some tools, need patience, you need to be very careful because you come up with lethal shards. But I did it because I wanted to use the stuff inside. I'm not going to waste all the juice inside, so I put it in one of these things with some batting I got from something else. I believe in not only recycling and reusing, but reusing as many parts, you know, like the American bison and the indigenous peoples who used every part of it. Use every part. Some interesting finds for Diorama. Look at this cool. Looks like a door or a panel from Philadelphia cream cheese. This is from Huggies diaper wipes. You only got a door there that you cut out. The whole thing could be a door. You could add that to it. Oops, there it goes. Cut your milk carton. Here you can mount something on here, and then you screw it on here. Easier to mount. You could have this as a pipe control or whatever. Since I'm in the laundry area, reusing your softener sheets. After these go through the laundry a couple times, they become ethereal. You can Mod Podge this to mummies, ghosts, whatever. This was some kind of thing you put in the washer. Supposedly you don't need detergent. What? Yeah, but it's cool. It looks like some kind of vent. Also, earbuds. Those don't work too long, so you can use these, or thrusters, flying cars. Your holders for your razor blades. This can be a magazine holder, something like that. Sadly, we had to put Bailey to sleep because she had a serious heart tumor. But Lynn had bought this, and my wife had bought this for Bailey when she walked at night, and it's cool. It's got different light modes. Yeah, so here's some of the spaceship fodder, large down there. In there, I'm drying more lavender with a screen and my little fans, and also I took apart the air conditioning filter because it had cool mesh on it. I'm not going to show you that because it's too hard to get to. So anyway, what else we got here? So this is the sorting, tubular things. This is my main thing that I keep out where I can get to it right away. Talk about extreme. We talked about the lint balls. We didn't talk about pieces of foam I got off my pillow when I cleaned it. Labels that I peeled off and dried. These are little peels from Q-tips when I made the cigarettes. I keep all that stuff because who knows what you can do with it. Yeah, it's obsessive. It's compulsive. And I spent half my life sorting it, but it's part of my therapy for post-traumatic stress. And it works. So, How about bike helmets? Some of you do cosplay or make props for cosplay. Here's my son's old bike helmet from SoCal, more nostalgia. I actually carefully covered it with clear tape and peeled off the stickers that were on there. Thought you'd get a kick out of seeing those. And so with this kind, with a foam insert, you can actually make two masks. You get all this kind of stuff that you might be able to incorporate. This is another one. This is actually a helmet I made that matched my bike. See, you can see it's got the flat black with silver sparkly things, and that doesn't have an insert. So, okay, so I think I hit everything that I wanted in this one, which is pretty amazing. Of course, I've been talking pretty fast. I didn't actually show you the different sorting. I used the bottom of Marchand cup soup, or is it instant lunch? I forget what is what, but both of them work. Little cups, also for mixing paint, by the way. So then I put in different things. Here, very important: urban or country debris and ground litter. I even save old rubber bands because when you bust them up, they make cool and interesting debris. Foam, different foams. Here's twist ties, label loops, string, different tops, caps, rounds. This is interesting. This deserves its own video. Various things I can use for make signage and books and things like that. So I call it panel and sign fodder. You got clear bottles, different bottles, buttons and thread. Oh, purple stash, because of Catwoman. Anything purple, I give it a separate little thing. Here's clears. This is rubber, gloves, miscellaneous. These are things off picture tubes. Yeah, so this is what I use. I have this out all the time because this is a quick sort, and someday I might go through all that stuff. And these are just little categories I do. Anyway, so before I run out of time, I'm hoping the battery will last. Got this at Fred Meyer yesterday. Things on the future bench. That's going to be turned into a shuttle with lights. That's some kind of a dog hair remover. This I found in the backyard from Bailey. Turned that into some alien thing, or maybe a wrecking ball. Got to redo my custom bat boat. So this is a quick advertisement for the part 2, where I take apart, talk about extreme, take apart a cordless phone and base, show you the tools, how to do it, some hauls from Michael's, and over here a clear light switch cover with my diorama art for the Catwoman room, man cave upstairs. And I'll have a little commentary about flying cars. So stay tuned. Also explain Michael's marketing tricks with their coupons, which is mucho confuso, just like this video. So, for Batman and Catwoman who are face palming, and for Mr. Spock, by the way, I'm watching Star Trek Discovery. I binged it. It's pretty awesome. The Wiener Schnitzel guy says, "It's the Batmobile," and I'm out.